Hey, my pineapples, your boy Honest Blade back with another video. So this video right here, I'm going to talk about various things that's just been on my mind. I don't know what I'll title it. Probably just called Chatting with Honest Blade, episode 52. But it might change my mind during the course of all this, and from now from talking to uploading. So before I get started, I want to say this much. Thank you so much for all my subscribers and my supporters, whichever one you prefer to be called. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I noticed my channel has been growing. I've been getting a lot more subscriptions this year that I didn't got in quite a long time. The last I think I got so many subscriptions is when I was uploading clips. And this is like a couple of years ago, obviously, of what you call it, Melty Blood type Lumina. And yes, the last time I got like good amount of subs in quite a long time. So I'm very happy about that. And even though I have to take a break from Tekken 8, I am making more content consistently again, especially now we're in the month of September. Because August I did want to fall back a little because August I was a little bit in a emotional funk. But overall, I'm doing a lot better now. I just can't wait for this year to be over. I'm very anxious, especially for the month of November. And that's because, that's when New York has its official election for our new mayor. And I'm praying that enough New Yorkers do the right thing and make sure it's Zoran Madani. Anywho, I will be discussing politics here, but it's more like random stuff. There's nothing like set in stone here. So I'll be kind of a little bit all over the place, but I'll try to stay as concise as possible so you can follow. Now, another thing I want to mention, and I'm going to say this right now, please do not take it the wrong way, and more importantly, do not feel obligated. I plan on having a commission done by an artist in the month of October. I'll have a character like specifically Halloween themed for my Forbidden series. It's a brand new character that I've been working on. However, and this is the thing, I'm going to cover that character 100%, and obviously, that's what my money goes towards. That's why I want to do my money. I am trying to get a second character done that month. And even though I thought even doing this was preposterous, because all I can give you really is a thank you if you decide to do anything, I'm trying to raise $60 between now and to the end of September for anyone who wants to give me any money to donate. Now, mind you, 60 is the max. Once I get to 60, I just won't accept no more money. And second, or I will make an announcement that I met my goal. If that should happen, do I think it's going to happen? No. And I also want to say this. Now I'm making myself clear here. If your pockets are low, if you got to take care of your kids, your mother, your father, your dog, your cat, your koala, you gotta cover your subscriptions. You owe back rent. Whatever the case may be, you need money to keep yourself from not being hungry, keep yourself off the streets. I do not want you to donate. Do not donate if it's going to hurt yourself. Please do not. I will be fine. I'll just get one character done instead of two. I'm repeating. Do not donate if it's going to hurt your pockets. Do not. It is not life or death, thankfully. I am no danger. I am no financial woes. Yes, I'm poor, but welcome to middle class in America. But that does not mean that I want you to hurt your pockets to help me. And if you're a member, shout out to Neffy, Darnell, and calls in advance. You have done enough already. You do not need to do any more. Thank you. I just want to clear it out right there. I will be leaving a link to my Ko-fi and my PayPal in the description for those who want to donate. You do not have to. And if you do donate, please either donate to the Ko-fi or PayPal. Don't donate to YouTube because I won't get that money no time soon. That while I will appreciate it, it will defeat the purpose. I'm trying to get the money the same month. Because I'm trying to get two characters. If I could get an extra $60, I may be the swing for two. I will be able to do two. Not maybe. I would hate for you guys to donate and the 60 there, I can swing for two. But that's something I want to personally. But as of right now, I'm going to be able to only cover one character. But now let's get to the stuff I want to talk about. Now, spoiler, just in case my step siblings, Josh, Ashley, and Rita are watching, I am about to do some cursing, but I will keep it minimal. For those who've been following politics, particularly the whole situation with that junkie Robert F. Kennedy Jr. and the whole CDC scandal with him pretty much making it next to impossible to get vaccines because all the budget cuts from hospitals and stuff, and a lot of research into various diseases, which is absolutely stupid. Not to mention, Florida is now making it a thing now where you don't have to get no vaccine. Like if a parent does not want a child to get any type of vaccines, they don't got to. First and foremost, I wish I got back up a little bit. I really do. I just gotta do this. Okay, first and foremost, I'm gonna say this real nicely. Everybody has their own opinion. Everybody has their own beliefs. Fine. And I'm gonna say this real here, and I don't give a fuck if it offends you. There are a lot of beliefs that are very, very, very stupid. And being anti-vaccine is one of them. I don't care. Get as mad as you want in the comments. Suck my ass. I'm gonna say it. Being anti-vaccine is stupid. If you have not followed history, um, the Black Plague, measles, all those things. And measles, mind you, is coming back because people want to be anti-vaccine. All these things that killed people if they got them, thanks to vaccines, these things are no longer either a threat, they're either non-existent anymore. Think about the past, or if you do get them, like chickenpox, whatever, there is a vaccine to knock it out. But now you got people who want to be so anti-vaccine. Children, innocent babies, are losing their lives to measles. In 2025, kids are losing their lives to measles. That's fucking pathetic. It really is. And this junkie, aka Robert F. Kennedy Jr., thinks it's A-OK. Oh, I don't believe in vaccines. I don't think this stuff has enough research. Mind you, there's been years of science proving that these things are legit. One of his things is, and I believe one of his things, I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm correct about this. He believes vaccines are a part of cause to autism. First of all, scientists has proven that's false. And before someone comes in here, you believe everything a scientist says? Someone who actually went to school, studied this, made this a career, yes, I'm going to believe the scientists. I'm going to believe the scientists. Because God knows I'm not going to believe you. Someone who just has an opinion. Based on no hypothesis, no experimentation, just an opinion. Fuck I'm going to do with your opinion. So yes, I do believe the scientists. And the fact that this man has such a lopsided, ass backward opinion on vaccines. And it's one thing if he says, me personally, I don't do the whole vaccine stuff. I think it's hocus pocus. Fine. But when you let your personal opinions, how you feel on the inside, affect the rest of America, it's an absolute no-no. And I'm so glad the GOP got in his ass nicely telling him he needs to be resigned, he needs to be fired, because the man is a danger. He's a health hazard. He really is. You can have your own personal beliefs. But when your personal beliefs start affecting everybody else around you, no. For me, for those who don't know by now, and it's not obvious because some people say I look like it, I'm a gay man. And one thing I like to do, I haven't done in a long time. I'll say I've been single for a long time. That's a me problem. I like giving BJs. I was going to say another word for it, but I think it's a little bit too raunchy. I like giving BJs. I do. But guess what? Imagine if I came in a position of power and I said, I like giving BJs. So every person over the age of 18 must now give a BJ. I don't care. You're straight, gay, pan, whatever. I don't care. You must give a BJ. Otherwise, you're going to get thrown in jail. Would you not try to hunt me down and put me to your nearest guillotine if I said some crap like that? You would. At least I would hope so. That's how ludicrous that junkie sounds with the whole vaccine things. If he himself's like, you know what? I don't do the vaccine stuff. I think it's a bunch of hoopla. Fine. That's his wrong opinion. But when you make your opinion affect everybody else, that's when there's an issue. And he should never got in that position in the first place, and he needs to go. And I pray that he get his ass at it. He is a danger. And if his butt wants to stay, he needs to reinstate the woman he had fired, and he needs to reverse a lot of these terrible medical decisions he has been making for the past couple of months and allow us to get the vaccine drama free. And I know California and 2 other states, shout out to Gavin Newsom, are also doing things where I think it's California, Oregon, and another place, I can't remember exactly. They're bringing their money together to allow, scientists and experts on these things, so people who you can actually trust, have a way so we get the vaccines and stuff. But that shouldn't have to be the case if Robert F. Kennedy Jr. did his job properly. That damn crackhead thinks just because he has his own quirky beliefs that we all got to follow suit in that nonsense. Cannot stand him. Now, another thing I want to talk about. This is a little bit on the sad side, and this might be a trigger warning in advance. I will mention SA. For those who don't know what SA means, please ask your parents or use Google. The Epstein business has spoke out this past Wednesday, which is yesterday because it's today's Thursday. I'm recording this. The Epstein victim spoke out, and those women are some brave ass women, and I pray for their safety. But one thing that really pissed me off while watching the videos, because I couldn't watch it in the morning, I was at work, busy day at work. Not a bad day, but busy day. When I got home, when these women were telling their stories, telling about what they experienced, that piece of shit, orange blob motherfucker in the White House had planes flying above them, making the most annoying noises, like trying to drown them out. And I'm like, I swear, I'm not saying this because obviously I can't do it and I can't really say what I want to say because that would have the FBI knocking on my door. But that man, out of everything he's done, for what he tried to do to those victims that day, he deserves to get punched by like a metal plated fist. Because that is crazy. Bad enough. You know you're guilty. First of all, at this point with the Epstein files, bitch, I know you're on the files because you done too much trying to hide it. Only an idiot wouldn't think otherwise. You're on the files. And we've been know that. The victims been said it. And even if I didn't believe the victims, you have shown on the sides of someone who's guilty. So, I know you're on the Epstein files, motherfucker. I know your ugly orange piece of shit soulless ass is on the Epstein files. That's apparent. But there's so many other people who are still at large who has harmed these women when they were children. And they're getting away with scot-free because some reason we can't get a hold of the Epstein files because the people on Trump's side are blocking it, and the Democrats have proven thus far inefficient getting the right stuff. So between the Republicans protecting their pedo leader and the Democrats not being as proficient in that particular area, the Epstein files are still up in the air. So now the victims, they plan on compiling their own list because they remember a lot what happened to them. Whether they, their minds didn't block out so they can survive. They remember enough where they can make their own list. But now, one thing I'm scared of, the people they're going to expose if they get through with this are powerful people. Let's be real. What do powerful people do when they want things on a hush-hush? They get, and I'm going to say for people who know, they get their Nina Williams. They get their Chrissy from Dead or Alive. They get their Sedaris from Killer Instinct. And if you don't know what I'm trying to say there, you're not catching on. And I can't help you. But basically, they make sure those people are silent. Because they don't want that out. Because that could affect their career. That could affect their future. That could affect their family's future. Even though they're guilty of it, they're not trying to pay the consequences of their terrible actions. I was going to say deplorable. Same thing, but I prefer terrible. And that's that right there. So I'm rooting for the victims. I'm sorry they went through that. No one deserves to be a victim. No matter you are a scumbag or not. I always said this one thing. No one deserves to be raped. I don't care you are another rapist. Now you deserve other things to happen to you, but no one deserves to be raped. No one. No one. That's not a but no one. That's across the board. No one. And I'm just so ugh. But another thing that pissed me off too, I did not know this till recently. Nancy Mace, another idiot, another Republican idiot, she was a victim of SA, and guess what she's doing right now? She's helping the Republicans protect the people on the Epstein list. And my thing, as a victim, someone who went through what those ladies went through, you would think you'd be on their side. It just shows that certain people put their party over their morals, and I feel like that's so sad. You don't have a moral compass at all, like none, zero. Like at some point, and I'm mad as hell because I can't stand her either. Marjorie Taylor Greene has shown more of a moral compass than a lot of her colleagues, and that's a damn shame. But it's just, to me, it's so upsetting that you are so driven by the powers that be, by greed, whatever, that you could turn a blind eye to someone suffering and be like, well, I got to look out for my bottom line. Can't care about that crap. When you have the power to actually speak out. There's some people who don't have that power. You do. But everybody's so scared of the orange blob that they don't want to piss him off. You do realize time is ticking for him. and it's ticking faster than anyone cares to admit. Now, another thing I want to discuss. This is now Tekken. I'm gonna say this, and obviously, who the fuck am I? You play the game, you talk your talk, whatever. You don't play it, cool. Tekken 8 has been out for a good minute now. Well, yes, hopefully as time goes on, we get a better balance patch. A lot of the crazy shenanigans gets toned down. Of course. That's obvious. I feel like there are people who are gonna bitch about Tekken 8 no matter what. They're gonna make it their talking point to bitch about Tekken 8. They don't care if the game gets improved in any shape, form, or fashion. They just want to talk crap about the game 24/7. It's not even about Tekken 8 not being properly balanced. There's some shenanigans, some characters are overtuned. I just feel even the whole what you call it, microtransaction. I feel like no matter what Bandai Namco does for Tekken 8, there's gonna be people bitching about it too. The game's life cycle's over. And at this point, I hope Hawada, Nakatsu, Michael Murray, whatever, let them. Now, don't get me wrong. Do the fixes the game needs, but keep in mind, you cannot please everybody. You really cannot please everybody. And I think a lot of gamers, particularly those in the FGC, are the most biggest crybabies. They complain about every little thing. They don't know how to say, hey, here's my critique, but I get it. I also know you're trying your best. Their mentality is, it needs to happen now. This patch is stupid. What's the point of this? You sound like a broken record. And at this point, after a while, no one wants to hear you. Even when you make valid complaints, because all you do is complain. If it's that bad, stop playing the damn game. There are millions of video games out there. Millions. And you're complaining about the one game? Come on now. Come on. What happened to y'all saying y'all gonna play Fatal Fury? What happened? What happened to that? No, you're stuck to Tekken because Tekken is gonna bring you in the views and stuff. So if you dislike the game so much, either stop playing it or adjust to it and just wait for changes. But being a brat online isn't gonna make things any better. It makes you annoying. Now, another thing I wanted to discuss. I'm trying to get it together. I want to say this correctly. When it comes to just being decent to people, I understand everybody's brought up differently, but I think majority of us were brought up pretty decently. I know my mom and my grandma, rest in peace, Granny, did a damn good job with me. Nothing perfect. I'm not perfect. I fucked up. Sometimes I feel like they didn't do for me as much as I wanted to do, but overall they did more than enough for me. I was taught when someone holds the door for you, you say thank you, and when you see someone coming, you hold the door for them. I don't know, but for like past year or so, I noticed not just with me, I seen it with other people. So I was kind of one point I just felt like people didn't thank me, and that's pissed me off. But I say to them something like "You're welcome," or just like "No, fuck you" in my head, and I just won't hold the door for you ever again. But I see my good friend Wob. Shout out to my good friend Wob. Yesterday at work, Wob's coming. He always checks on me. I love Wob for that. Wob was checking on me. As he checking, he's holding the door for a customer leaving out. The woman just walked out the door. She didn't acknowledge him. She didn't even nod. She just walked out the door. No, thank you. And I'm looking at Wob. Wob's looking at me. And I said, brother, I gave him a hug. We hug and we always hug. I'm like, thank you. Thank you for holding the door for that lady. Thank you. He's like, honest, no, that's like the 7th time that happened to me today. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, why do people act like it's so hard to say thank you? It doesn't make you less of a person. It shows you're a decent human being. Even if you don't really mean it, just pretend that you have some kind of courtesy, that you have some manners. And when someone holds the door for you, because no one required to hold the door for you. No one. Say thank you. I don't know what it is lately where everybody act like they too fucking good to say thank you. It's really pissing me off. It really makes me want to grab a metal baseball bat and start bashing brains in. Because why folks act like they too good to say thank you? Men and women. For a child to a degree, it depends how old a child is. Kids are going to be kids. If you look at a 4-year-old who says tell you thank you, grow up. But a 14-year-old, a 24-year-old, a 34-year-old, a 44-year-old, and onward and onward and onward, and everything in between. Say thank you. And you speak Spanish. My Spanish is crap. I tell people that all the time. But I know gracias means thank you. I don't even hear Spanish people say gracias, puppy. Nothing, nothing. Just walk past, and that's to even to each other. I would see one Spanish person hold the door for another Spanish person, walk on by. You're like, y'all both speak Spanish. I know y'all speak Spanish because I had sold you lotto tickets. Why don't you say thank you? Fuck wrong with you? And I'm just like, who raised these niggas? Who raised them? Because they act like they were raised by a pack of wolves. I think wolves. I think that's actually an insult to wolves because wolves have better manners than that. Like, come on. Someone holds the door for you. Someone helps you pick up a bag, helps you lift up your baby stroller up the stairs. Whatever it is, thank you. Thank you. You ain't got to go fucking over to the house and give them a blowjob. You just got a simple thank you would suffice. That's it. It doesn't make you a pushover. It doesn't make you weak. It doesn't make you lesser. It's showing that you have humility. I don't understand why hoes act like saying the word thank you is so hard. I really don't get it. And it drives me up a wall. It really does. It really does. Cause I want to think about me. I don't care. It's probably a little part of me that's still sensitive. And my mom knows this about me. I can't stand people who are mean and rude just for the sake of being mean and rude. There was no reason for it. You're just a miserable person to be around. You always mad about something. You always feel like the world's out to get you. Just miserable 24/7. You wake up mad. You go to bed mad. You eat mad. You shower mad. You pee mad. You doo-doo mad. You're mad all the time. You got a chip on your shoulder all the time. Come on, man. Come on. Come on. Life is short. And I understand the days I deal with the pressure. I'm not saying that's an excuse. I deal with days where I feel like shit. I don't want to be here. I feel like everybody's out there. But I know on the most days, I'm not like that. Thank God. And I know most days, everybody's just trying to live their lives. And we're all going through stuff. And we should be a lot nicer, a lot more understanding one another. But we're not. Everybody has this mentality, me, 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 me. And as I get older, I'm 5 years away from 40 years old. 10 years if we go by my mental because I'm 5 year delay, but that's neither here or there. I'm 5 years away from 40 years old. And as I get older, I'm realizing people are assholes. And a lot of times for no rhyme or reason. And it makes me sad. It makes me mad that people act like this. We're all supposed to love each other. We're all supposed to respect each other. Even if we all don't like each other, we can at least be kind to one another. And I feel a lot of people don't even want to do that. It's like it's nothing. You don't get nothing out of it. You don't want to try. And I'm really over it. I'm over it. I'm so over it. And it's disgusting and it's sad. And people, a lot of people need to look in the mirror and say, do you like the person that you are? God, I hope not. God, I hope not. Because you definitely need to change it up. But that's all I want to ramble about today. Once again, I'm leaving my Ko-fi link and my PayPal in the description for anyone who wants to donate. Only if you can afford to. You do not have to. It's not mandatory. I will not put a curse on you. You do not. Except for Damien. I will put a curse on Damien. I'm joking. Anyways, that's it, my pineapples. Thank you for listening to me. Leave your thoughts in the comment. Love you so much. Take care. And wishing the rest of a good 2025. Ciao.